Now we are done with the select data from database table, and we have selected data from all the required tables. Now finally we'll do like moving all the data in single internal table. So for that we have created a table gt_list of type tp_list. So we have to move all the value in this table. So as I want to use 2 email ID and 2 mobile number, so I will just take a count variable here, data gv_count type I. Now just type here perform build data, type here perform build_data. You can give any name. Okay, these are user defined names, so you can give any name for the perform routine. So I'm just giving the name as build data. That will include the same program. Now before moving data to the final internal table, first sort the data according to primary key or the required combination. So here I will sort the gt_lfa1 by listener. So I want it in the ascending order, and remaining all table I will sort with by the address number, because I want to use the multiple records from those 2 tables, that is ADR6 and ADR2. So let's first sort gt_lfa1 by listener. Sort means it will arrange all the record in ascending order. Then gt_ADRC by, here we have address number and we have ADR6 and ADR2. For copy this record as next, just type Control and D. Okay, Control and D. No need to sort the country and the state table. Now we'll get all the value in the ascending order here by listener and by the address number. So I want to make a loop. The first loop will be at LFA1. Okay, so here loop at gt_lfa1 into gs_lfa1 end loop. Here my first loop will be end, clear gs_lfa1. Now I want to move all the value to an internal table, that is gt_list. So first always clear the table. This is the body icon, and before moving the data I want to clear the work area, that is gs_list. So either we can use the move corresponding or we can assign the 1 by 1 value. Okay, so move corresponding means all the fields from this table will get transferred to the gs_list structure. Okay, so what I will do, because my field names are same, so I can use here move corresponding gs_lfa1 to gs_list. Okay, now the first field in my final is SR, that is the serial number. For that I use this count field. This is the very basic concept without any oops knowledge, because this is the starting of my series of videos. programs. So those are very basic steps, especially for the beginners or the professional consultant who don't have any programming knowledge. They can initially use this concept for understanding the programming, like gv_count and gv_count1. So my requirement is for every record I want to assign a serial number. So here what I will do, my gv_count equal to gv_count plus 1, and then after moving the record, what I will do, my gs_list serial number equal to gv_count. So for every new record of this table, when the loop, it will come inside the loop, this will increase by 1, and that value I want to assign the serial number. Now from the address table, I want to reuse only single record. The address table, that is the gt_adrc, and here also my field names are same in the adrc table as well as into the final internal table. So I can make use of read table here because I want to use a single record. So before reading, clear gs_adrc. Now read table gt_adrc into the work area, that is gs_adrc. So here we have to give the read condition, that is with key. So with which key we want to read the value. So I want to read value with the address number. So I will type here address number equal to gs_lfa1 adr nr, because in the lfa1 table I have the address number. With that address number, that is the ADR number, I want to fetch this ADRC value, and here again I will write as move corresponding gs_adrc to gs_list. Okay, right here to read the address details. Now our country and the state will be from the ADRC, which is move to the gs_list. Okay, I think we cannot use here move corresponding because from the ADRC I have country and region of type land 1 and region, but in the gs_list for same I use that long tags, but still we can continue with that. So what we'll do, now we'll read the country. Okay, read country description. So my country table is gt_t005t. So here I will write again, if gs_adrc, that is the country, is not initial, and if, then color the table work area first, that is gs_t005t, and now again write the read condition, that is read table gt_t005t into the work area gs_t005t here with key. I think we have land 1. Yes, my land 1, that is the country ID equal to gs_adrc country. Okay, so I am reading here the country description by passing the country ID, and here simply write now gs_list country equals to gs_t005t, because in this work area we will be having the value of country description. So I am going with, let's say, land x50, that is a long description of the country name. and similarly here I want to use the state. Okay, so state can be maintained only if we have mentioned the country. So inside this country if and any block, I will write another block to check if my state ID is not initial, then read the state description. So I will write as gs, if gs underscore adrc, that is the region, is not initial, means my state ID is not initial, then I want to use a state description. So here write a clear gs underscore t005u. Here write read table gt underscore t005u into gs underscore t005u. Now this time with key. So here we want to pass the two key. One is the country ID and second is the state ID. Okay, so we have to pass the land one and the BL LND test brand, that is the region. So here I will write as with key, that is land 1 equal to gs underscore adrc country, and I want to pass the state ID, that is bland equal to gs underscore adrc region. So based on this, from this table we'll fetch the state description and we'll simply write gs underscore list, that is the state equals to gs underscore t005u hyphen, just with control plus space, and we'll pass here the BEZEI, that is a state key. Okay, so check any error. So till now no error. Activate. Now we have to use the email ID and the mobile number. So my requirement is from one table I want to display two email ID 1 and 2. For that, inside this loop I will make another loop on ADR6. Generally when we are using the nested loop, that is a loop inside loop, we have to go for the parallel cursor method that I will be covering in the upcoming sections. So here I will be using the normal loop. So loop at gt underscore adr6 into gs underscore adr6 with key, sorry, not with key. Here in loop we have to pass the where. Again the same concept, which is the common field, where my address number equal to gs underscore lfa1 adr nr. Okay, so for this I declare one more variable, that is a gv underscore count1 clear gs underscore adr6. Always before ending of loop, clear the work area in which we have the record. Okay, now here what I will do, gv underscore count1 equal to gv underscore count1 plus 1. Every time before this loop I am clearing the count. Now if gv underscore count1 equal to 1 when first loop, then my gs underscore list 1 email 1 will be gs underscore adr6 smtp underscore, why it is not coming, let me check, gs underscore adr6 incorrect position, let me comment. Okay, comment is Let me check the ADR6 table. TP underscore ADR6. We have SMTP underscore ADDR. Okay. I have typed the work area wrongly. So now correct it. This is ADR6. Open the uncomment it, where this is the email ID. Now for the first loop record, I will pass the email ID as the first email ID, and else if gv underscore count 1 equal to 2 when the loop count is 2, then I want to pass that email ID to the second record. So here I will write as email 2 equals to gs underscore adr6, again the same field smtp underscore addr, else I want to come out of the loop, so I will write exit. And if so, what this will do, this will make a loop at the gt underscore adr6 table. Here we will write the comment to read email address. Okay. So here the first email ID will get transferred to the email 1, and the second record on this loop, the email ID will get passed to the email 2, and for the third one it will get exit. Okay. Now same table I will copy, and here we write as to read telephone numbers. So this time change the table to gt underscore adr2. Address will be same, the same concept count 1, but here we have item mobile 1, control plus space to get the hint, that is mobile 1, and here in the adr2 I have a field as tail underscore number. So this field I want to use here. Similarly my mobile 2 will be gt underscore adr2, and again I want to type here, that is a tail underscore number. Clear the work area, save and check if any error. The data gs underscore list has no component mobile 1. Okay, it is mobile 2 actually. I have typed mobile. Again save and check. This time no error. So finally we have read all the values. Okay, first we have moved the main value, then we have read the address, then we have the country description, then we have read the state description, then we have read the email ID 1 and 2, and we have read the mobile number 1 and 2. So finally after this loop we have to append the value, because all values till now we have into a gs underscore list table, which is the work area. So finally we have to write append gs underscore list to gt underscore list, because gt underscore list is the internal table that can hold a multiple value. In the work area we have the only one record which is used for performing the operations. Okay, you can save, check and activate, no error. So finally with this we'll get all our value in this internal table gt underscore list. Okay, so here with this we have done with like moving all the data to the final internal table. So once we have all the data in the one single internal table, so we can display the output with 3 methods, like either with a write statement, or we can display the value with a class called cl underscore demo underscore output, or we can also display the record with the ALV report. So once we have our all the data in the single internal table, then we can display that data with 3 different methods. So we'll see how to display record now with the write statement and the CL_demo output. And when I call in the ALV report, at that time I will show the same report output in the ALV format. So now let's display the data. This is the bill data. Type here perform display underscore output. Double click to create in the same program. Here make a loop at the final internal table. Again first sort the data, sort GT_list. By this time I will sort with the SR number, because for every record I have assigned one serial number. Now loop at GT_list into GS_list and loop clear GS_list. So at first I want to display all the header value of this table. So what I will do, in a new session I will open the same program, just for typing the header values. First the serial number, vendor ID and the name one. Go down. Here we have to use the control break statement at first, right, and at here right. First is my serial number, so I'm writing as the serial number as my first key. Then let's say at position 15 I want to print the vendor ID, that is a listener. Then at 30 I want to print the vendor name. Then after vendor name I want to print the company code, that is the BUKRS. Then let's say at 40 it will be company ID, or we can say as SAP standard company code. After company code, my next field is the country and the state. Okay, it is city and postal code and street. I will write in the reverse way. I will write as street, city and postal code. Let's say at 50 I want to print as street, then after street I want to print a city, that is 60 I want to print as city. Then after that I have my postal code at 70, that is a postal code. After postal code I want to print a country ID and a state ID. Let's say postal code and my country will be at 80, country, and then at 90 I want to display the state. If you want to continue in the same row, then just end by full stop here, and here write, but don't give this backslash, so it will print the same row and give our length 90, 100. Let's say I want to display at 110, and my values will be, after state I want to print email 1, then at 1, let's say 125, it will be very small. Let's say at 140 I want to print like email 2, then at 165 I will printing while 1, then finally at 180 I will be printing as the mobile 2. Self check, no error. Now after this is the header value. For every record I want to print the data. After this heading I will write here uline and then print the values. I will copy the same as it is, and now this is the heading. We have to give the actual value. So my serial number is GS_list, that is the SR. My vendor ID is GS_list listener. At 30 I want to print the vendor name, that is GS_list, that is the name 1. The company ID is again GS_list, that is the BUKRS. My street is with the same name, that is GS_list. Type street. My city is with the same, that is GS_list SY control space city. And my postal code is GS_list. Postal code, and then country with the same again. I will write as GS_list country. Okay, let's move the country and the state to the next level. Postal code, and I will be printing the country and the state in the next row. Just type here right, don't give the backslash if you want to print the same row. At 90 I will be printing the state. I am showing each and every step, so as a beginner it will be easy to understand. That is the state I have print here. Now then I want to print the email ID, so I will write here GS_list email 1, then GS_list email 2, then while 1, that is GS_list while 1, and finally GS_list while 2, GS_list, that is a while 2. This will be our last record. Okay, so finally we done with the coding of display output. Now just execute one record to check whether it is showing the right value or not. So I have two values. For test case I have one vendor, let me enter some values here. My company code is 1000. So here we can see serial number. This we have to adjust the position properly to print it in a proper way. Okay, the values are getting printed, but we have to adjust their position properly. Okay, you can see the email 1, email 2. For the second vendor, I have not maintained the email ID and the mobile number. That's why it is coming blank. If it is maintained, it will come properly. So how to check this? Go to SK03 or SK02. So if you go to SK03, that is a display vendor, I will enter my ID here, and in the address checkbox, you can see I not maintain the mobile number and the email ID here. That's why for my second record, the data is coming blank. But I have the country, I have mentioned the country and the state. That's why it is coming from here. Okay, so if you check for the first one, that is with the 80. So here if you see, I have maintained the address and I also have the mobile number and the email ID. That's why for the first record, it is showing the email address properly and the mobile number. Only the position we have to adjust at the runtime, at which position we want to display the value. Okay, so this is about displaying the report with the write statement. Now, one more option I will show here. If you don't want to use the write statement, just comment all this, and as you have all the record in the GT_list table, so we can simply display the data with CL_demo_output, give equal to and greater than sign, then type display, space, give the internal table name in which we have all the values. Save and check, no error, activate. So if we have all our data in a single internal table, so instead of writing all this code, we can simply write this single line statement, CL_demo_output display and the internal table name, and execute. Again I will pass the same value here. We can see the output very quickly. So no need to give any position there. We can see easily the output as we required. This all the headings comes from the data element which you have assigned in the internal table. So in this case, if you are okay with this table layout, so no need to write the write statement and waste our time. This is a very simple and quick way for displaying the data. So like this way, we're done with the session on vendor master report, and we have seen till the output with write statement and the CLV demo output. While covering the LV report, I will show the output of same report in the LV format. So with this, we're done with the section on the vendor master report. Thank you.